Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Hellcat. It's a Tier 6 American turreted tank destroyer. It's located on the northeast spawn of Arctic region, and it's under the command of Royal Flying Corps of REBRN. Now, the last time you saw this tank destroyer, it was actually being 3 marked. This is a replay from before then. He's only got 2 marks on his barrel at the moment, but it is a 90mm barrel with 240 alpha. And he's in one of the fastest, if not the fastest, turreted tank destroyer in the game. And he's moving along the north edge of the map quite nicely. Now, this 90mm gun is very powerful. And in this combination, with this particular hull, it can be very deadly to the enemy. Okay, he's aimed up on the lookout on the duck. At least I call it the duck. I think if you look on the minimap, you can see it's got the outline of a duck. That's why it's a good way of describing it as the duck. Whilst the other side, we've got the cat. And that's where the T-25 is. The cat or the mouse. So he's got his first hit on a T-37. We're looking up towards that lookout, but still can't see anyone up there. He's fired a round up there just in case. And oh, look at that, we've got an enemy Hellcat now in sight down the south end, but he's got no shot. Okay. Now, obviously, the fact that he's got 2 marks on his barrel means he's a very good player, and the fact that he's now actually 3rd marked it shows that RoyalFlyingCorps really knows how to play this, and circling his reticule there to try and get a solution. Didn't get one, so obviously nothing is in sight down there. We can't see the Hellcat, but he's a one-shot now. We're firing at the bush. It's a well-known bush there, spotting bush. And just in case there was somebody there. Well, the enemy's lost the T-25 too. But we're 1 tank down on the enemy at the moment, so they're doing quite well. And they've got a fairly large force over on the west side of the map. So I suspect that RoyalFlyingCorps is going to have to do some heavy lifting here, because we've only got a Cromwell holding those guys back at the moment. Okay, we've got a Leo. Just popped up there for a second. 1 in the engine bay. And he's out of action. Back in the garage. Cromwell's happy. He's gone around the corner to have a quick check for us, but oh no, we can't see the Skoda, so we haven't got a shot. Don't really want to go down there because it is quite dangerous. Once you're down there, you're committed. You're much more flexible up here, and we're not doing too well back in the south pass. The enemy have broken through and they're on their way to our cap, so RoyalFlyingCorps has decided, yeah, he has to pull back to his own cap. He needs to go through the Dragon's Teeth, not over them. Of course, that's what Klaus Kellerman did, and he actually wrecked his vehicle by going over them. Famously, there's a rock there that's got Klaus Kellerman's name on it. Okay, right, well, yes, we've got 2 enemy tanks coming this way. An AMX AC-46, easily get him. 1 straight through him for 242. Finish him off with the next round. Oh, he's looking at us. He's looking at us. And he's killed by our SU-100. But I'm pretty sure he was seen, yes, because he just took a round. T-34-100's gone down, that's the constructor. And we've got 2 tanks coming up from this direction, the Cromwell and an AMX 12-ton. We can hit the Cromwell, and he's gone. That's the 2nd kill. And the AMX 12-ton, well, he's determined to get some revenge. A lovely shot, 200 hit points, low roll, but ouch. We got hit by 2 Artys at the same time, and it took out our driver. We've had to use the first aid kit to get back in. The 12-ton has been killed, so we don't have to worry about him, but there's only 2 of us left on the team. RoyalFlyingCorps and an SU-100. So now we're in a lot of trouble. The SU-100 does have 3 kills, so he knows how to play. And we did knock a tree down there to get into the nest, but from this position it's a last stand. Okay, SU-100, take up a defensive position below us. We can spot, you can shoot. That's it. He's knocked the other tree down so he can get the abilities moved about. But the enemy Arty is probably going to twig where we are and start lobbing shells into this area. Well, the one good thing we've got is that 90mm gun. It's phenomenal. It really is very, very good. Decent penetration, and he's got to stand around it at the moment. 160 penetration is more than enough. Most tier 6 tanks punches the hole straight through. It's just the problem is the reload, 6.68 seconds, and the turret turns very slowly. He's positioned himself in just such a way at the moment so he can use the gun depression on the tanks as they try to approach from the west. He's going to get first looks on them. There's the Challenger. We got shots? No. The SU-100 has though, and he's getting hits. Just see the barrel. Oh, he's just killed our SU-100. It's now 5 versus 1. We get 1 round into him, but he didn't see where we were. G2, 1 shot kill. Yes, he's gone. So it's 4 opponents now. 2 Arty, a tank destroyer, which is that Challenger, and the other guy is the Skoda T25. Of course, that's the 3-shot autoloader. Now, he was last seen on the west side as well. I wouldn't be surprised to find that Skoda making a quick detour to come around that rock. Arty's firing into where he thinks we are. He thinks we're behind those bushes. That's where we were earlier. So he's obviously got Royal Flying Corps completely... well, Royal Flying Corps got him foxed. Because he doesn't know where Royal Flying Corps is. In fact, I suspect that the G2 told them the shell came from this direction. And they think he's down below. So they've completely mistaken where the shell actually came from. And that's the thing, you see, you can't tell height, you can only tell direction. The other thing, of course, they'll be a bit worried about is that he's got the advantage. They can't see him. They have to come to him. They have to come to the cap. He's going to get first sight on them. But if he is spotted, you can be sure both Arties will fire in this direction very quickly. They're both M44s. They can both dial in on a target very quickly. And of course, that's 550 Alpha. There's the Skoda. Yes, he did do exactly what I thought he would do. Go around the rock, come in from a different direction. But it's not going to help him. We'll just wait until he commits. Comes around the corner, and then we'll get rid of him with 1 shot. It'll have to be a high roll to get rid of him. He's got 261 hit points. Okay, he realizes he's been seen. His 6th sense must have been going off. And he's gone. Okay, were we seen? No, we weren't. So he doesn't know where we are. He just knows the direction, that's all. He might suspect that we're up here. But I'd say he's more than likely going to say we're in the bushes down below. So just that Challenger now to kill. And then it's just the 2 Arties afterwards. Now the M44 is not a pushover, but I think my money would be on Royal Flying Corps to win this one. Because he's got the right vehicle with the right gun. And that Challenger doesn't know where he is. The Challenger has to come in. He can't send his Arties in. They'll get massacred 1 by 1. And he can't sit there forever. He has to make a move. The Arties should be trying to blind fire him at the moment, trying to fire at those bushes, but they're not even firing either. And the lack of firing tends to make me think that those Arties are on their way in. They're actually repositioning over this side of the map. Plenty of time though, just under 6 minutes now to go. Oh, it is an M44 coming in. And the first shot goes in, but it doesn't kill him. He's pulling back, but it's too late. And he's gone. He will know where we are though. High caliber, he must have known the direction now. He must know that we're up in the nest. They've only got 1 M44 now, so if the shells start raining in on this spot, we'll know he's twigged it. Yes, he did twig it. He worked it out. He knows now we're in the nest. All we've got to do is reposition. That's it, to avoid any further shots. One shell every 16 seconds with the M44, so you can't afford to stay in the same place for too long because you will get completely wiped out. 550 alpha on that gun. But that now presents a bit of a problem for the Challenger because now we've relocated. He's probably working on the basis that we're still up there. We weren't spotted. Here he comes. Lovely one, right into the engine bay, a high roll 245, but we were spotted. M44 will be shooting, and there's the round, so he's missed. We can now go for the kill shot on the Challenger. He's positioned himself behind the wreck of the Su-100, but the top of his turret is still showing, and we'll have that. Yes! So there's only one tank left, and that was a Top Gun. And there was an Arty round coming in directly behind us. Royal Flying Corps is very quick. And the Su-100 is now saying GG. And sorry. Well, he didn't need to say sorry because obviously Royal Flying Corps was up to the challenge of a Kolobanov. And that's what's riding on this now. Not just the high caliber, the Kolobanov as well. Now remember, he's got the view range advantage as well. The view range on the M44 is not that good. In fact, it's absolutely pretty dreadful. So let's see how he gets on. There he is. Found him. His sixth sense will be going off, but there's very little he can do. First shot went into the tracks. Would you believe it? Reloading. This will be a kill shot, hopefully. It's not. Oh my god, he's going to have to move. Otherwise, the M44 will have fully dialed in. And that's a kill shot to win the game. Well done. And that's a Kolobanov. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this game. Yes, it's an ace tanker for Royal Flying Corps of REBRN in the M18 Hellcat. He also picked up a duelist and a fire for effect out of the minor medals, out of the epic ones. What a haul. He got a Pascucci's medal for killing both of the enemy Arty, both M44s, a Kolobanov for standing alone against 5 enemy tanks and defeating them by killing them, and also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He got 7 in the end, and his win rate for that one was 10,073. Wow, super unicum and some. Let's have a look at the team score. There you go, top of the table, 2,670 hit points of damage in that one. The next high scorer was the Su-100. He actually apologised for dying early, but he didn't need to worry. He did do a lot of work. 1,487 hit points of damage by him. And the next high score after that was, well, one of the M44s on the enemy team. He got 1,467. I suspect that was the one who actually wandered into to try and cap on behalf of the Challenger. He should have come in at the same time, the Challenger, and that would have provided us with 2 targets to shoot at. And obviously one of those targets would have obviously seen us and been able to do something about it. Well, when it came to kills, it was definitely Royal Flying Corps, 7 kills. The next high score is the Su-100 and of course the Cromwell on the enemy team with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, he's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,333 base experience points. And the next high score after that was the Su-100 with 845 and the Cromwell with 658. He fired 18 rounds in that game, got 15 direct hits, very good accuracy, 14 penetrations. That gun is very good at penetrating targets at this tier. 2,670 hit points of damage, of which 1,417 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits by way of splash damage. Yes, the enemy Arty were desperate to get him. They did hit him twice, actually. Once when he was down in the bushes, and the second time, obviously, when he was up in the nest. And I think he got splashed as well once he left that area on his way over to find the enemy. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemies destroyed, damaged, 7 destroyed. I wish it was 10 destroyed. That would be rather nice. 88 hit points of damage assistance. And he earned 41,972 credits for the game. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 28,031 credits profit. 8 bombs were awarded for the battle, not just the Kolobanov, the high caliber, the Top Gun, and of course that Pascucci's. All of those other ones are 1 bond apiece, I seem to remember. So it must be the Kolobanov is a 5. I think it's a 5, isn't it? It's 1 for that, 1 for that, 1 for that. Yes, it is a 5. So very nice. 5 bonds for a Kolobanov. 1,999 basic XP. It's not base XP because that's base XP. And there was no multipliers, so that's all he took away. But wow, 1,999 is pretty good anyway. And what a game. That really was a great game. I'm sorry it got delayed, but we are trying to rush through as many replays as we can before the next update goes in. And yes, so when you see RoyalFlyingCorps in the future, he'll probably have 3 marks on his barrel. So don't upset him because he's capable of doing this. Yes, thanks for watching.